again. What's going on, boys and girls? Yep, here we are again. I'll explain what I mean in just a second. If you're new to the channel, you saw the precursor to this video, please do that. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps the channel grow. It gets the channel more recognition from YouTube, and it gets us in front of more people. So please do that. I would greatly appreciate it. So, what are we doing today? Well, before I can tell you that, I gotta show you something to let you hear something. This machine has 3 spindles. There's one. Let me turn this blade. There's the second one. And there's the third one. Well, I replaced one of these in September of last year. See if you can tell which one it is. It's not that one. If I can reach this one from this angle. I don't know that I can, guys. Let me change hands here. It's not that one. Could it be this one? Let's see. Sounds okay this way. Sounds perfectly okay, right? Okay, let's see. Now let's crank this machine up. Back it back off the trailer. Now listen. Yep, you heard it. That's a failed spindle. And guys, I already knew it was the middle one, but I wanted to do that demonstration hoping you would be able to hear the rattle before I turned the blades on, but it didn't work out that way. But anyway, the reason why it's the middle spindle. Now, before I go any further, I want to say this. I've already replaced that spindle. I replaced that spindle in September of last year. This is March 27th of 2026. That spindle didn't last any time, but before I get into that, let me tell you, this spindle here, that one, and you walk around here, the discharge spindle right there, that's a new pulley, and the reason I had to put a new pulley on that was because the other one got damaged. But anyway, it's the original spindle in this from the factory, and so is the outside one there. The middle one, this one with a double pulley on it for both belts, is the only one I've replaced on this machine. That spindle is not even 6 months old. No, it's not even 7 months old. And I called Lanky's, the dealer the Gravely dealer I deal with. It is now owned by Clay's Power Equipment. I wanted to give a shout out to Clay. But I called them. Those spindles only have a 90-day warranty. And that is a Aaron's Gravely spindle. That is not an aftermarket. That is an Aaron's Gravely spindle. Well, I'm sorry. That's hogwash. I paid $13,000 for this machine. Yes, it's got almost 1,800 hours on it. But that spindle, the one that's already gone bad, is not even 7 months old. This one is 6 years old and has 1,800 hours on it. This spindle here is 6 years old and has 1,800 hours on it. This spindle is only 6 months old. I'm sorry, that's malarkey. If your product don't hold up any better than that, you need to change to something else. But I did some research, and we're going to get into the repair on this, but I did some research, and I went to Amazon. Well, I got the part number off the new one I got, and I'll be bringing it out in just a second. But I got the part number, and I went to Amazon, and I found a seller that has phenomenal reviews. The product has phenomenal reviews, and for $6 extra. I'm not going to tell you the whole cost, the total cost right now. For $6 extra, $6 extra, you can get a 3-year warranty. 3-year. Now, yes, you have to mail it back to them. They send you a brand new one. But if you buy a spare one, you've got yourself covered. But anyway, this spindle that I just showed you that's gone out. You ready? $323. And it's gone out in 7 months. The aftermarket one with a 3-year warranty, $123. So which way do you think I'm going to go? I can tell you now, I ain't buying an errands from a dealership. I mean, a Gravely spindle from a dealership. So let me get set up. Let me take you step by step through the process of changing these spindles. Okay, the first thing we've got to do, I've already busted it loose. The first thing you got to do is take the blade off the bottom. Like I said, I've already broke it loose. All I got to do is take it off and set it to the side. Now, little pro tip, when you're changing a spindle on any mower, but if you're doing on a Gravely like I am, always keep your spare blade bolts. You never know when you might need one. The spindle's gone bad, not the bolt. The next step is you got to get the belt off of the pulley so you can that's under load, so you got to be careful. Now let me go do the other side. Oh, there's Natey Nate. He's just coming back from the gym, guys. All right, let me close this green guard. I've had a couple of inquiries on comments of how the green guard's doing. I've had a couple of issues with it, but it still works great. That's what matters. Now you can do this belt one of two ways. You can do it like this, and you can pull it over, or you can do what I'm going to do. I'm going to go around front. And I put you at this angle because I wanted you to see the green guard. But I'm going to go around front and I'm going to disconnect the spring and then just take the tension off the belt. I hope y'all can see at that angle. I couldn't get you over here because if I did, you wouldn't be able to see what I was doing. All right, I got another screwdriver and I got a pair of pliers just in case. Let's see. Well, I can't. Maybe I can do it like this. Nope. That spring has got a lot of tension on it. There we go. You gotta be smarter than the tools you're working with, I guess. All right, both pulleys, or both belts, are tension free. So let's get to the next step. Get my socket set right here. Be enough to where I can get the right size socket for it. I believe that's a 9/16. That's a 5/8. No, it's a 9/16. You know what? There we go. 9/16. Guys, if you like this socket set, it's a 1/2-inch drive and it's got these 3 extensions. If you like this, I will leave a link in the description box below. Flossie bought me this for Christmas. If you're new to the channel, Flossie's my wife. So, let me get this out of the way. Get my impact wrench. Raise this back up. Get that out of the way. Zap this off. Now, here's where I'm fixing to reveal a lawn care guy's secret. I think I put grease in this area. As a matter of fact, I know it did because I can feel it. I'm gonna drop the deck down. I'm hoping that pulley will just wiggle off of there. But if not, I got a little bit of a persuader to help jar it loose. But yeah, it just slid right up. All right, let me drop this deck real quick. I had to raise it right back up, but you know, it is what it is. All right, now that pulley will pull right up off of that. All right, guys, I had to end up spraying some liquid persuader on it. This right here, if you're not familiar with it. So it's been sitting for about 3 minutes. See if I can wiggle it and get it up. It's loose. There we come. Oh, there we go. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. And that's it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Still in good shape. Matter of fact, it's still got the keyway in it. I'll try to get the keyway out and show that to you. Make sure it's not damaged or anything. So let me do that real quick. All right, I got the pellet pulley up here on the trailer. Now, you see that keyway is still in there. You can see it right there. Now, I'm hoping that PB Blaster has got it where to come out. You can take any kind of bolt small enough to go in there, but you know what I've got handy is this old broken flat tip screwdriver. So you take this and there you go, tap it right out. And where did it go? Did it go up under my? I believe it did. I don't see it. It might have fell down on the ground too. I'll have to look for it. Oh, there it is on the trailer tub. Guys, these are the kind of parts right here. Make sure I'm in the shot. That's the kind of parts you do not throw away. Put them in a Ziploc bag. That's what I'm going to do with that bolt. Put them in a Ziploc bag, label it, and then put it in your junk drawer, your cupboard, or wherever you might have that you store stuff like this, because you never ever know when you may need one, because they do shear. So that's a lesson learned right there. I want y'all to hear something. That's the bearing right there. This is the spindle shaft. The top holds the pulley, the bottom holds the blade. Now I want y'all to listen to this. And I'm gonna get my hand out from her. You hear that? That is how you tell a spindle is shot. Now again, that spindle is only 6 months old. Again, this spindle is original factory. That spindle over there is original factory. Almost 1,800. Well, I'll show you the hour meter. Daggone. Hold on a minute. Turn the camera around where to pick it up right. It has 1,769.4 hours on it. There you go, right there. Numbers don't lie. So, why did that go out? Well, it's just defective. That's the only thing I can say. It was probably defective when I bought it. You know, I've said it in multiple videos. I always get a warped one.
This friggin' thing is warped! Why do I always get a warped one?
Now, before anybody says anything, no, these are not greasable. They are maintenance free. As a matter of fact, I'll show you the box on the new one. Right here. What does that say right there? Mained free aluminum spindle. There's the part number right there, guys. Again, I will put the part number in the description, and I will put a link in the description box below for the spindle I found on Amazon that has the 3-year warranty. Or you can buy the 3-year warranty, and it's $6. So, let's get this old one out and put this new one in. And hope I got the right socket. Let me see. There's 4 of them. Yep. So 9/16. Oh. You know what? I don't want to lose these, so I'm going to stick them right here where I know they won't fall. This one over here that I can't see. And I'm going to have to slide under here a little bit further. Alright, that's that one. And then listen. Alright. Get that spacer off of there. And I'm just going to leave the impact wrench there because I got to get right back under there in a few minutes. Alright. Put all these bolts over here on the trailer fender so they don't get lost. And yes, again, you save nuts like this because you never know when you might need them for this application or some other application. Alright, let's use this rag. Oh, by the way, this rag was free. You know what else is free? Clicking that subscribe button, like button, notification bell. Oh, if you've subscribed to the channel, make sure you're still subscribed, because there has been a lot of times when I have lost subscribers, and then people send me messages saying I thought I was still subscribed to your channel, but I wasn't. YouTube ad nauseum goes on a unsubscribe tangent, so be sure you're subscribed to the channel. Click that notification bell, and if you know anybody that drives a zero turn, operates a zero turn, that they may be able to get some help out of this video, share it with somebody. Yeah, you just lift it out of there. Oh my God, that thing is sharp. Listen to it, guys. Listen. Listen to the bearings in there. "6 months old. Oh, that's going in the scrap pile. Here we go. You know what? I don't know. Never ever cut this way towards yourself. If that knife slips, it's going to come at you and it's going to cut you. Always cut away. You cut toward your buddy, not your body. And there. Close this bad boy up. There we go. Now, that's the new one, guys. I see that thing will go down through there. Hey, I'm wondering if you can replace those being that'll come out of there. I bet you can. You know what? I'm gonna find out. Because if I can find the number. Well, daggone, there's a number right there on that. It's a Pier 205F, and it's made in China. Guys, let me pause the video right here. I'm gonna take a picture of that and see if I can find those bearings. If I can, I'll fix that other spindle. Hold on a second. All right, guys, I got the majority of it done. It ain't a whole lot to that, but I'm putting the grease on that shaft, and I'm going to put some in this pulley just to make sure that it's got good lubrication. So the next time I go to have to take it off, it's not super difficult to get off. Now, put that in there. And now where's my bolt? There it is. I get the washer, it's already in it. Put that on there. You can't tighten this until you get it on and get the pressure of the belts on it. That way you can tighten up the bolt. But you can just go ahead and tighten it down like this, hand tight. That way that's done. Alright, I got the spindle on. Now I've got to get the belts and the springs and everything put back on and test it and make sure that everything is doing what it's supposed to be doing. So the first thing is to lower the deck back down again so we can get to the belts and the springs. There we go. There we go. Now, what you want to do first, you want to make sure the drive belt is on the pulley in the back, and it's not. So, alright, that might stay, I don't know. But I got to get the short one on that side of the deck first. The reason being is the main drive belt goes on the top pulley, and this small one goes on the bottom pulley. I wish I could show you guys what I'm doing, but that's about as close as I can get the camera. And y'all be able to tell that that's on. Now I gotta sit down here with my pliers and put this spring back on, and that one will be set. And this tension pulley back in place. Alright, there we go. Now I can put you on the other side and show you what I'm doing, so I will. Now, you got to make sure this belt goes around this pulley, and behind this one that, and it fell off the clutch. I'm probably going to have Nate come out here and hold this in place. Oh yeah, it fell off. Shoot, I can't even find it now. There it is. Okay, now let me see if I can. Ow! Brian, there's a bar right there, son. Now, that stinking pulley. Hold on, guys. All right, I found the problem and got it rectified. So, what you got to do is, what to do with my pliers? Oh, there they are. I pull this. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit where it'll hook this time. All right. Now, and that belt come off that dang pulley again. Hold on. This is a common occurrence when you're doing stuff like this. Yeah. You can tell when you got it on there too, because there we go. See how it won't go back on the pulley? You have to feed it on there like this, and you have to be strong to do it. Well, first of all, we need to do that. Now, see how that's the tension's pulling that spring? Grunt. Oh, God. Oh, there we go. Whoo! I got dizzy for a minute. Not really, I was just saying that. All right, everything seems to be moving as it should. That belt's on. That pulley over there correctly, and the bottom pulley. This is on this pulley. This is the idle pulley. This is the tension pulley, and it's on the clutch. So now, let me crank it up, back it off the tailgate, and turn the blades on to see what we got. If that really was the one, it should be quiet as a church mouse. Always check your work area to make sure all obstacles are clear. Oh, I see one. That thing fell down in there, and I didn't see it till I looked. All right. Open this up. I want apples to apples. See what we got. Is this a hard repair? No. Especially when you've done it as many times as I have. I mean, that right there, the 300 is my third, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, my fourth zero turn. Make sure I'm counting right. 1, 2, 3, 4, no, my 5th zero turn since 2008, and it's just repetition. It's the same, pretty much the same procedure all the time. The hard part is getting everything to come together or come apart so you can get everything back together. But anyway, I hope you learned something by doing this. Somebody asked me the other day, and one of my friends said, I didn't know you had a YouTube channel. And I said, really? I put it on Facebook all the time. And if you don't follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you can follow me there, both of them, at Big South Outdoors TV. But I said, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on YouTube. And he said, can you tell me your channel? So I gave him one of my cards, and he said, I will definitely subscribe to your channel. But he said, why do you do it? Well, I'm not going to make this a long diatribe because this is the end, this is the closing of the video, and I'm not going to hold you because you've watched all this time. But I said, well, I have a couple of reasons. One, some are personal, some are financial. I said it started out all personal, and it's kind of evolved over time. And I said, you know, I've got to do the work anyway. I might as well set up a camera and record myself and working with my son. That's the primary reason I do it, guys. When my dad was alive, he was a truck driver. When I was a little kid, I got to ride in him with the big semi, and we rode all over the place. And those are some of the fondest memories I have. And I feel blessed to carry on the torch. But now I'm the father, and I get to work with my son. And that is the biggest joy of my life. But anyway, I'm not going to get mushy. I'm not going to continue on, because if I do, I'm gonna be crying, and y'all probably be crying too. This is Brian with Big South Outdoors TV, reminding you to live big, live southern, and live outdoors. Until the next one, guys, have a good one.